Hey family, it's Miss D. I'm from Wisconsin. You about to see what's taking place and going on in my city. What took place today. Remind you, it was already heated this morning when people woke up and found out it was five. It was five homicides last night. Okay? Well, it doesn't right. Sound awesome. It's coming to Milwaukee. Breaking news. Here we go. Today's TMJ4.
That breaking news, chaos and violence overnight in Milwaukee's Sherman Park neighborhood. On your right, that's a video from Chopper 4 of a BP gas station burning near Sherman in Burleigh. On the left, it's the aftermath, a smoldering building that has been burned. Good morning.
The police killed the man on 45th and Hour today in broad daylight in front of people. See, they said they killed the armed suspect on 44th and Hour. This happened, well, yesterday. It's 5 o'clock in the morning now. I couldn't sleep. I had to show y'all this. Look at us. I want y'all to see us. Look at us.
Where the unrest was going on. Apparently we don't have that map here for you. Okay, the crowd eventually made their way to a BP at Sherman and Burleigh. The gas station there was looted and set on fire. At one point, firefighters were even told to stay away. Don't go in and fight those flames because gunshots were heard in the area. People were also looting and setting fire to a beauty supply store and a bank in this one neighborhood in Sherman Park. It was about 2:30 in the morning when police say they finally regained control of the crowd. People finally began going home. We have team coverage this morning on Live at Daybreak. Rebecca Klopp has exclusive video and details on what actually happened overnight.
That's right. Now, Bridget Shanahan is out near that BP looking ahead to how people plan to clean up our community today. First, we want to take you to the scene at midnight when protesters torched that BP gas station near Sherman and Burleigh. You may remember.
I want y'all to check out the police cars they're using.
Showed up last month after a clear fire is done into the air to scare off a group of teens.
Just down the street, firefighters responded to an O'Reilly Auto Parts store. This was at 35th and Burleigh. A nearby beauty supply store also went up in flames. Firefighters also spent time battling flames at a BMO Harris bank. So an angry crowd began to gather about an hour after a man was shot and killed by police 3:30 Saturday afternoon.
And Milwaukee police tell us an officer with 6 years on the force shot and killed an armed man at 44th and Hour. They say the suspect is a 23-year-old man with a lengthy criminal record.
That means he's a copper-colored man, a quote-unquote African-American. He's a black man.
The officer involved was on administrative duty during this investigation. We are told that he was wearing a body camera at the time of this shooting.
Milwaukee Sheriff's deputies did join in the effort to help keep
y'all see the cars.
One MPD officer was injured. That happened after a brick flew through his car window, striking the officer in the head. We're working to find out more information about that officer's condition.
Y'all see it?
This morning. Earlier in the night, somebody smashed an unoccupied squad car. This is at Sherman.
This is how they doing it up here.
Stores in that area destroyed and looted in the hours overnight.
The frustration and jealousy. Y'all see it?
News conference held right around midnight.
Y'all see what's stirring up in us?
Is out of town attending a funeral for a family member in Dallas.
And firefighters are still extremely busy this morning, as you can understand.
Yeah, Bridget Shanahan's out there live at Sherman and Burleigh this morning. That is where that BP gas station went up in flames.
I'll let y'all hear what she got to say before I go on.
Well, I'm going to get to that in just a moment, Steve, because I want to take you over here where they're actually pulling one of those bus stops. This is a bus shelter that's about to be loaded on this flatbed truck. This was destroyed. We saw another one be hauled out of here just a short while ago. Gives you an idea of all of the destruction here. This is right on the corner of Sherman Park. Now, just across the street here is that BP gas station that you were mentioning, Steve. And you can see the building behind me. You can actually smell what's left over, the charred building, the charred remains there this morning. And then take a look across the parking lot here. You see those buses? Those are Milwaukee County buses. Those are for police officers who have been on scene here for hours now. The one that I just spoke with started his shift at 3 p.m. yesterday, came down here at about 5 and hasn't left. So he's going on about 14 hours right now. So everybody has been here for a very long time. Now, I want to bring you some exclusive video that you'll only see here on today's TMJ4. Gives you an idea about all of that damage that we saw overnight. Again, those bus stops that were destroyed, we've got video of
Y'all
that to show
see
you
it?
this morning. And also, you can see
Look at
cars
it.
being set on fire in the street
This is
here,
up here in
right here where
Milwaukee.
I'm standing. Our ground
Unrest
crews
in
moved out of
Milwaukee,
the area because
Wisconsin.
of all the violence last night. The chopper 4 was also above, capturing that burning fireball that was the BP gas station here on the corner. Now, this morning, increased
Y'all
police
see
presence
it?
all over the city of Milwaukee.
Gas
They're
station.
promising to keep everybody safe here. And we are still waiting to see that body camera video today. We were told by Mayor Barrett during that overnight news conference that the officer that was involved in that shooting that shot and killed that man last night was wearing a body camera, and the mayor does believe that it was working. So we're waiting to see that footage as well. And we're also waiting to hear from Chief Flynn. As Steve and Julia mentioned, he was out of town, so we could hear from him today as well. But again, today for sure.
We don't know at this time. We do know that video will go to state level investigators. Now back to that news.
Mother who is watching this right now, and your young son or daughter is not home, and you think they're in this area, get them home right now. Get them home right now. This is a serious situation, and this is a neighborhood that has unfortunately been affected by violence in the recent past. I know this neighborhood is very, very.
That means it's a black
and there are a
neighborhood,
lot
an
of
African
really,
American
really good
neighborhood.
people
This
who
is
live
in
this area.
the middle of the inner city in Milwaukee.
Who
You
can't
know what I'm
stand, just
saying?
like any of us,
They
can't
call
stand
it
violence.
the jungle,
And
the
they want to have
concrete
order
jungle.
restored. Our police officers are doing everything they can right now to restore order. We have
This
lots
happened
and
on
lots of police officers
43rd,
aware for us
Sherman
to
and
help.
Burleigh. Sherman is 43rd Street.
We haven't been doing enough. Everybody is playing effing politics, and nobody is playing life.
And I don't know why the hell he reading something. If it's really coming from the heart, then he should have just spoke that shit from the heart. What did the Most High say? He said he was going to put a foolish nation over us to provoke us so we can become mindful, so we can remember about him, so we can turn back to him. But our jealousy, our anger and everything that we feeling is going out towards violence when it needs to be going towards the Most High. And I'm going to read this. Get closer. This is Deuteronomy 30:32. I'm going to start at 16. They have provoked him to anger. They have provoked him to anger with strange gods, with abominations. Provoked they him to anger. They sacrificed unto devils, not to God, to gods whom they knew not, new gods, gods who came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. Of the rock who begot thee, thou art unmindful, for and hast forgotten God who formed thee. And when Hea saw it, he abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and daughters, and he said, I will hide my face from them, and I will see what their end shall be, for they are a perverse generation, children in whom there is no